This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. What you just heard there was, as I'm sure you're more than aware, the guitar solo from the Pink Floyd song Money, played of course by the wonderful Mr. David Gilmour. He's one of those players that I could quite honestly feature a solo from at least on a monthly basis. I love his playing for the start off, and I think there's a lot you can learn from his soloing style in terms of phrasing, economy, making the most out of perhaps not the most amount of notes, and just the lyrical melodic quality that he brings to the table. I could do a solo a month from him, but I try and ration myself, and it turns out when looking through me videos I've been putting up, it's about a year since I did a Gilmour solo. That was back in May 2021 when I did the solo from the song Mother off the Wall album. So I thought it was high time I did another one. You've heard me playing the solo. Now let's have a look at what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, let's take a quick look at what we got going on here, starting as always with what the solo is played over. In essence, it is a blues in B minor because we've got B minor and E minor and F sharp minor chords. They're the 1, 4 and 5 chords in the key of B minor. There are kind of riffs that are based on those chords that go throughout the solo, and there are also those chords are actually being played by the keyboards as well. So let's have a look at those riffs that we're playing over, starting with the B minor riff. That there. A lot of these riffs, or two out of the three of them, have a nice little chromatic flavour to them as well. So we've got there's 8 bars of that riff, so you're getting essentially for 8 bars. Then we go up to the E minor riff, another one again, which has this chromatic kind of element to it. Just kind of walking, just doing like the E, like a power chord really, and then walking down chromatically like that. Then we go back to 4 bars of that thing again. Then we're into the 5 chord, the F sharp minor. So that's like that. Nothing chromatic going on there, but it's just a riff based around essentially an F sharp minor pentatonic. Then quite an iconic part of the structure of the solo, we've got this descending riff here again, which has an element of chromaticism in it. Like that. So we're going B, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, C, to land back on the B again, and then we're back into that B minor riff again at the end. So what's he playing over the top of all of this? Well, it's largely B minor pentatonic. Let's have a look at the licks. We've got quite clearly just coming out of this sort of B minor position here, and then up into this one here, essentially pattern 1 and pattern 2, for that part. Then we stay up here for a little bit, and then back down to here. Like that. Again, you see just bouncing between this B minor pentatonic position, and this one. So after the then we do like a descending pentatonic thing, so like that. You can see that is coming out of that sort of linear pentatonic run that we're all hopefully fairly familiar with. Coming down it. And then more minor pentatonic stuff. And keeping the minor pentatonic thing going. And at that point we end up on the 5 chord. That part there, the F sharp minor. What he does here is basically he goes to the F sharp note and bends it up a tone. Like that, to a G sharp. You could make the case here that, oh yes, bringing a G sharp, which is a major 6th, into the minor pentatonic, that's hinting at Dorian. I don't for a minute think that that's what he was thinking. He was just probably thinking about, you know, something I've mentioned in a few videos about adding the 9th. You know, basically, if you've got an F sharp minor chord and you want to create something that sounds really sort of soulful over the top of it, add the 9th. The 9th is the note 2 frets above the root. So take an F sharp minor and add the G sharp into it. You get that lovely kind of minor add 9 sort of sound, and that's what he's doing here really. And then that's at the beginning of a descending run, which goes like this. Like that. So again, once we've got that G sharp out of the way, it's B minor pentatonic all the way. Then we're into that descending kind of chromatic sort of thing that we mentioned earlier, you know. That there. And basically all he does is he plays that an octave higher, like this. And in that lick there, you've got the, remember how we had the G sharp earlier? Well, he's got the G note in here. So, you know, it's just adding a note that's convenient and just sounded good, basically. So, you know, again, sort of fairly standard minor pentatonic stuff there. And then we get the G sharp in again here, as part of that little double stop that he plays. So you get the, let's do the whole thing. You get... And then, that's it. You're at the end of the solo. A couple of little things. Well, one main thing I want to mention about the phrasing that he's using here. He's using a lot of triplets. Now, let me just demonstrate that. Triplets, there are basically triplets is anytime you're shoehorning 3 notes into the space that would normally be occupied by 2 notes. So this is the tempo of the tune. I worked it out about 134 beats per minute. Sounds like this. So if I start playing 4 notes every 4 beats, it's going to sound like this. But then if I start playing 6 notes every 4 beats, or 3 notes every 2 beats, it's going to sound like this. Like that. And there's a lot of licks that are based on... Turn that off now. There's a lot of licks that are based on that that kind of phrasing, you know, where you got... You know, you can... If I just do that... You can hear that kind of da 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 kind of phrasing to it, and there's plenty of licks throughout the solo that are based on that kind of phrasing pattern. It happens in other solos that he plays as well. I think I did Comfortably Numb, the end solo, a little while ago, where there's plenty of evidence of that. If you're interested in finding out more about the playing style of David Gilmour, I do have a course on sale on Udemy and on ultimateguitar.com now about the playing style of David Gilmour, so go and check it out if you are so inclined. But that is basically what's going on in this solo. It's essentially, as I say, a minor blues in the key of B minor, where the majority of the notes that are being played are B minor pentatonic. So go away and have some fun with it. And you know the drill by now. Up on my Patreon page, there's the address and the link is in this description. You'll find all the resources for this lesson. A full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats. The clip of me playing the solo, that explanation you've just seen there, and a backing track for you to play along with for yourself. As I say, all up on the Patreon page, and the link is in the description. It's $3 or £2.50 a month, and you get access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And I put at least a couple of videos like this up every week, sometimes more, so there's plenty of stuff going up there all the time. A massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways which are also linked down in the description. And that is pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars. What, I ask you, is not to like about that? It's a fantastic way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.